Have you ever wondered how our actions are reshaping the planet we call home? Right now, our world is in the grip of a significant shift known as climate change. This isn't just a brief change in the weather, folks. We're talking about long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns, mainly caused by human activities that pump greenhouse gases into our atmosphere. It's a pressing issue that's shaping our present and future. Climate change is real, and it's happening right now. The signs of climate change are all around us, and they're more than just warmer winters and hotter summers. Unmistakable evidence of our warming world can be seen in the rise of global temperatures. Over the last century, the planet's average temperature has increased by nearly 1 degree Celsius. This may not sound like much, but when applied to our global climate, it has profound effects. Our polar ice caps are shrinking at an alarming rate. The vast white expanses of the Arctic and Antarctic are turning blue, with over 3 trillion tons of ice disappearing in the last 30 years. This melting ice is contributing to rising sea levels, which have gone up by around 8 inches in the last century. This rise may seem small, but it's enough to increase the risk of coastal flooding and erosion, threatening communities around the world. Extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and severe. Hurricanes, heat waves, blizzards, and floods are hitting us harder and more often. Just in the last decade, we've seen a 70% increase in the number of major hurricanes compared to the average of the previous 3 decades. The effects of climate change on wildlife have been devastating. We're witnessing an ongoing mass extinction, with species disappearing at a rate up to 100 times faster than the average over the past millions of years. Forests, wetlands, coral reefs, and other habitats are being destroyed or altered beyond recognition, putting countless species at risk. The monarch butterfly, the polar bear, the mountain gorilla, and the Asian elephant are just a few examples of species that are struggling to survive in a rapidly changing world. These creatures, and many others, are losing their homes, their food sources, and their lives to the relentless march of climate change. These numbers and facts are not just statistics, they're a reality that we must face. As we move forward, we must remember that these aren't just numbers on a page. They represent real, tangible changes to our world. Changes that we can see, feel, and in some cases even touch. Changes that are reshaping our planet and our lives in ways that we can no longer ignore. It's easy to think of climate change as something that's happening to us. But the truth is, we're the ones causing it. Our everyday activities, sometimes taken for granted, play a significant role in the global climate shift we're witnessing today. Picture this. Every time we start a car or turn on a light, we're contributing to the burning of fossil fuels, which releases carbon dioxide into our atmosphere. Deforestation, another major player, is not just about losing trees. It's about releasing stored carbon dioxide from those trees back into the environment, further exacerbating the problem. Similarly, our industrial processes, from manufacturing to waste disposal, emit a cocktail of greenhouse gases that trap heat within our planet's atmosphere. This is the harsh reality. Our actions are driving up the Earth's temperature. But let's not forget, in this equation, we are the variables. We are the problem, but that also means we can be the solution. So, what can you do to help combat climate change? Well, the power to make a difference is right at your fingertips, in your everyday choices and actions. To start with, reducing energy use is key. Switch off lights when they are not in use, unplug devices that aren't charging, and consider investing in energy-efficient appliances. Every kilowatt-hour saved means less greenhouse gas in the atmosphere. Next, recycling isn't just a trend, it's a necessity. By reusing and recycling, we can minimize the demand for new goods and reduce the energy required for manufacturing. And then there's the big one, supporting renewable energy. This could be as simple as choosing a green energy provider or installing solar panels on your roof. By doing so, you're not just cutting down on your own carbon footprint, you're also sending a powerful message to the energy market. But it's not just about what you do, it's also about what you know. Educate yourself about the realities of climate change and spread that knowledge. The more people are aware, the more they'll be motivated to act. Lastly, use your vote. Support leaders and policies that prioritize the environment. Your vote can shape the direction of climate change response on a national and global level. Every action counts, no matter how small. Together, we can make a difference. It's time to act.